palindrome string, a pretty easy and simple program. So basically, let's say we have a string as testing. So we have to check if this particular string is palindrome or not. So how we can check that is, what that means is basically any of these, let's say I'll take another example so that it's more clear. Let's take it as Anna. Okay, so if you read it from this side, it's ANNA. Okay, and now if you read it backwards, it is ANNA. Is the same thing when read backwards as well. So that is what palindrome means. So that is what we are checking in this particular program as well. So how we will basically do is, the solution that we have for this is, we'll have two pointers, first at the start of this particular string and second at the end of it. We'll compare if these two are the same, which means it is a good start. So if they are the same, which means what we'll do in that case is, we'll move this pointer ahead and we'll move this pointer backwards. So now in the second iteration, we'll compare this with this, which is also the same, which means all of these characters are the same. And the breaking condition that we'll have is, when this particular pointer crosses this particular pointer. So let's say this is at start and this is end. So while start is less than end, so when this condition breaks, at that point we'll come out of this iteration and we'll finish the execution. So basically it's a two pointer approach that we are following for this particular solution, and keeping two pointers at the start and the end, and then iterating forward and backwards simultaneously. Palindrome string. So first we'll declare our public static void main string. We'll take the input from the user from here, system.in, and enter the string str is equal to scn.next line, and we'll have our condition if is palindrome. So this is the function that we'll create. If is, this means if this function is true, in that case we'll print that yes, the string is palindrome, but and otherwise we'll print is not palindrome. Okay, so let's implement that function, public static boolean is palindrome, because we are checking if the string is palindrome or not. So boolean public static. So for the while we'll return true so that we can get rid of these errors. So like I mentioned in the explanation, we'll have two pointers. First will be at int start is equal to 0 at the very start, and end is equal to str.length -1. Okay, so we'll have at the start at the end. Now we'll start. Like I mentioned, the breaking condition that we'll have is while the start is less than the end. Okay, so in this we'll have our condition, we'll have our loop, the which we'll iterate. So I is then str.length I minus. Okay, so we'll have a base condition here, which is str.char at start is not equal to str.char at end, which means let's say we have a string as a and an e. So this particular first character is not equal to the last character, which means this is the very first indication that this particular string is not palindrome. So in this case, what we will do is we'll simply return false. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll move the starting pointer forwards and the end pointer towards the front. So this will go from left to right and this will come from right to left. So this is all that we have. At the end, what we will do is we'll simply print true at the end if this execution is true, if this is working fine. So I'll now try running it. String, let's say Anna. Where did I mess up? The error is I have minus. Sorry for that. Let's run it. Let's run it again. Anna palindrome. Okay. Madam is palindrome. So I guess you get the point. This is working fine. So